The optics matter. They always have. Every time a white celebrity or influencer lands in an African village, surrounds themselves with black children, and frames it as helping, they are not just telling a story. They are shaping the global perception of an entire people. And too often that story is the same tired one, that Africa is helpless and dependent, right? That Africa is a backdrop for someone else's heroism, right? The water campaign by MrBeast is not the first to do this. It follows the same PR formula we've seen for decades. One that reinforces an imbalance of power and feeds the white savior complex. It's charity as performance, aid as a photo op, help that centers the giver, not the people it claims to serve. So here is why this matters to me and why it must stop. Optics are not harmless. They dictate policy. They influence investment. They shape how generations see themselves. When you repeatedly present African children only in the context of need and poverty, you tamper with the minds of our next generation. And I'm not going to tolerate it. Every time you do this, you will have to answer to me. You're going to hear from me. And I need you to explain, why do you insist on painting yourself as a big hero while standing on the necks of people you disenfranchise? That's not heroism. That's bragging. Because Africa is not a continent of victims. It is the cradle of civilization. Put some respect on Africa's name from here on out. It is the home to empires like Mali, Songhai, Nubia, and great Zimbabwe, whose brilliance in science, mathematics, architecture, and governance shaped the modern world. And yet today, 99% of corporations still profit from wealth built on stolen labor, stolen land, and stolen resources. Clean water, food, and shelter are not gifts. They are reparations owed. As President Ibrahim Traore says, they call it aid, but aid is what you give someone who was not robbed. When you take from someone, what you return is not aid. It is simply giving back what you owe. From this day forward, understand this. The same old white savior PR formula will no longer be tolerated. If your campaign features only black faces in need while the giver is white, it will be called out loudly, publicly, repeatedly until you stop. We demand the full picture, all people represented, shared dignity shown, and communities depicted in their wholeness, not just their hardship. I am Her Majesty Queen Anelia of Phoenix Micronation, a sovereign nation committed to freeing our people from poverty forever. We don't do pity, we do power. The time for stage benevolence is over. The era of true restoration has begun. If you are serious about true partnership, about repairing what was broken, and about building systems that last, go through leaders we choose. And you can donate at phoenixmicronation.com, where charity ends and justice begins.